Hi, everyone. How's
Hello!
everybody doing? So
Welcome to
welcome in.
Go Big.
Welcome to Grow Big TV. So our interview today is with John Rulick. He is not down in the basement right now, but we're hopefully having him very soon. So we got some stuff to go over. Like, who's John Rulick? Well, John is the founder of Nativa, a co-founder of the Agroforestry Regeneration Communities, a change agent mark of the world from forest conservation to hemp food producer to major global health food brand founder to regenerative agriculture strategist to backyard composter. He's an activist. He's an author, a speaker, and he's a seeker of truth. There's a lot of fake stuff in the world right now. As a Nutiva founder, he went from selling hemp bars in the back of his car to $1 billion in sales. Boom, boom. I mean, wow, that's amazing. He likes to talk about the government agencies, how they shield the truth of things. Ooh, he's also he likes to talk about the state of the planet. I think it's a great topic for us right now, and why it's time to suspend identifying from one side. Government, Republican, Democrat. It's all about trying to come together because it's the world. And he talks about how to regenerate soil and why it's the key to changing the climate narrative. So there's a lot of stuff that he's involved with. A lot of stuff all over the world. Just like $1 billion in sales from organic superfoods. Wow. He's also, he's a co, excuse me, one executive producer for a Netflix blockbuster called Kiss the Ground. And he also has a new one coming out called Common Ground. So Kiss the Ground and Common Ground. And so that's pretty awesome. He started off when there was, he like being activist when there was a nuclear waste was dumped 9 miles from his home. And so he started getting into the ecological awareness, and he was awakened to what's going on in the world. He's a pioneer of modern home composting movement. He also wrote a book, which is really cool. And yeah, so much stuff. He's also been interviewed on numerous radio and television programs and has been widely quoted in print media from the LA Times, the Wall Street Journal. I mean, wow. I think that's pretty amazing. So welcome in everybody. Let me see. Just came in. We got Becoming a Green Stalker, Urban Harvest, Happy Mac, Mike's Chaotic Gardening. I love saying that right, by the way. We got the Jersey Twister. And thank you, Jersey Twister, for everything. Rebel Canners. We got some stuff from Jersey Twister, which was pretty cool. We got stamps and stuff, which was pretty cool.
Oh, that's nice.
So that was really awesome. So thank you, Jersey Twister. And thank you, Jane Doe. You guys are awesome. So just to let you guys know, our guest is not in the basement right now. He's in California. And so hopefully he comes on in very soon. So in the meantime, we're going to show two premieres that come out about the Kiss the Ground and the Common Ground. So let's check it out. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. You got some really cool narrators. So we're going to show first Common Ground.
A new documentary is launching a movement to change our farming practices and restore our soil.
I'm excited to share with you all Common Ground.
This is the single most important story of our lifetime. Now we have the ability to literally stop climate change in its tracks within less than a generation.
This film actually proposes a solution. They could actually bring the entire planet to carbon neutral.
This is a crazy concept. This is insane.
Common Ground needs to be seen in the White House.
We couldn't not make a second film after Kiss the Ground. I mean, it was a runaway success.
The
film is a love letter to our children, all about how we can save their future, but also make sure that the world is thriving for all future generations.
We have to come together and find common ground for common good.
How was the film received? Sold out screening.
It's probably one of the most important films you can see this year.
Go watch Common Ground. Best movie of the year.
It is a movie of our time and the next generations to come.
This movement is catching on like wildfire. What should I do next?
Go see Common Ground!
I think that's really awesome. So that's the one that just came on. Just came on. It's starting to get out there, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So now I'm going to show you the next video, and this is the one before that. So they made not the Common Ground. Sorry about that. Kiss the Ground came first before the Common Ground. So let's see Kiss the Ground. Let's take a little narration of that. Kiss the Ground. Here it comes.
There's so much bad news about our planet. It's overwhelming. Truth is, I've given up. This is the story of a simple solution, a way to heal our planet. The solution is right under our feet, and it's as old as dirt.
All of our soils that are under chemical conventional agriculture are almost completely devoid of microorganisms.
Modern agriculture was not designed for the betterment of the soil.
Fossil fuels are by no means the only thing that is causing climate change. When we damage soils, carbon goes back to the atmosphere.
But when we destroy soil, it releases carbon dioxide.
Biosequestration is using plants, trees, and techniques of grazing and farming to capture carbon and store it in the soil.
We can fix a lot of our climate issues to bring the CO2 down into a living plant and put it back into the soil where it belongs.
Plants working with soil microorganisms, it seems too simple.
Healthy soils lead to a healthy plant, healthy human, healthy climate.
There could be a way to eat food that heals the planet.
The problem isn't the animal. The problem is where the animals are at.
How do we take waste and repurpose and reuse it, because it's really not waste?
The poop has to stay in the loop.
Compost is just one of a suite of soil-based carbon capture solutions.
We know how to do it. And if we continue to scale over 30 years, we can reverse global warming.
We can get the Earth back to the Garden of Eden that it once was by regeneration. To see biodiversity return to a place that was completely devastated, that gives me hope.
Our health and the health of our planet are connected.
If you look over here, my neighbor's land that has been chemical fallow, then you look over at our paddocks, you have a diversity of different plant species. Which model do you want your food to be produced from? The answer is pretty simple to me.
I'll make you a deal. I won't give up, and neither should you.
Well, welcome everybody. Yes, we're still waiting for John. Who else just came on in? Becoming a Grain Stalker, My Alabama Farm Life. Welcome in. Built on a Rock Homestead, Trusting God. Thank you guys all for coming. So we got a little stall time. There's Carrie Leonard, Homesteader Rachel, my crochet story. Thank you guys. So, well, we got a little delay. So, well, we're still hoping. 'Cause, I mean, what a guest this is, guys. Everything was confirmed yesterday to come on. But people, things happen. Things happen in the world. And there's Denise Lee. So let me see. I want to talk a little bit about his. Let me see. This is an article that he wrote, making America's rivers blue again. And I have glasses on. So this is by he writes. He's been all over the news for everything. If you just look it up on YouTube, tons of articles will always come up. This guy he's a rebel, a true rebel. And what he cares about is the world. So get out of there. Get out of there. I don't want you.
Continue reading. There you go.
There we go. So synthetic fertilizer ocean dead zone. Isn't this crazy? This is all because of synthetic fertilizer.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
That is totally disgusting. There's reasons why you say there's climate change and everything else going on in the world. And look at it here. There's another one, guys. The problem with pesticides is initially linked to that of GMOs. The majority of GMO seeds sold today are genetically engineered to work with toxic. Remember that toxic herbicides such as glyphosate. Glyphosate.
But yeah, that's why earlier I had a rant on my channel about GMOs, because this is just the tip of the iceberg, y'all. They start using GMOs everywhere, and then they'll start spraying everywhere as well.
And this is pretty cool too. The myths of fake meat. The mad rush for fake food and fake meat is a recipe for accelerating the destruction of the plant and our health. Impossible Burger. It's made with chemicals, making millionaires richer. Bee death, bird death, GMO, corn, and soy. Now you're right about all the bees dying, right? Well, just look up GMO, and there you go. So if you're growing that purple tomato, what do you think you're doing with the bees? What do you think you're doing with the rest of the insects coming into your yard? Those are going to be some bad guys coming in your rest of your vegetables besides that one plant. It's kind of crazy. So, hello, Terry.
Hello, Terry.
So let me just do.
Hey, Howie.
Hey, Howie. So glyphosate. So let's talk about before John comes on a little bit with the purple tomato, the ugly guy, the thing that looks like so perfect out in the world. I'm going to come up with a picture of that because we're going to talk a little bit before John comes on. I'm hoping he's okay. He is in California. So, here's the Norfolk purple tomato. So I'm going to pop that up. Now, doesn't that look beautiful? There it is. 10 seeds, $20. On sale for the first time. First of all, I don't think I would even eat that. Second, imagine all those insects coming into your yard that could defeat all the other insects, all your good guys and everything else. What are you doing to the soil? What else are you doing to the population? That looks all nice and beautiful. There, look at that. They're a perfectionist in this picture. Look at that. Purple tomato. Antioxidants, color, and taste.
Mixed with the Snapdragon.
Yeah. Norfolk uses a... I thought I had an email for a second. Norfolk uses a patented technology to develop the next generation fruits and vegetables to provide options for wellness-centric eating. You guys didn't understand how... Now, what I don't trust is the FDA. FDA is not what it used to be, that's for sure. The only thing you have to do is follow the money. We could talk about this with John when he comes on too. I mean, it's a shame because they're really trying to sell this, because to make the modified tomato, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, a lot of investments. That's the reason why you see 10 seeds for $20. Let's see what the press release says. So I'm reading here. The new tomato variety contains a purple antioxidants called anthocyanins, the healthy nutrients in blueberries, blackberries, and eggplants. Thanks to bioengineering approach that combines tomatoes with 2 genes from a edible flower, Snapdragon, Norfolk tomatoes are the only varieties that have purple antioxidants in the flesh and the skin. I don't know. What do you think, Corky?
I think my head's going to explode. There's so many things about this that is wrong, and wrong to the environment, and wrong that they released it for people to grow in their gardens. It kind of makes me sick to my stomach. We talked about it earlier, but bees can travel up to 5 miles away. We had talked about that. If your neighbors have this, it can cross-pollinate with your heirloom tomatoes and basically mess the seeds up.
So the company pointed out that that surveys with American customers, I don't know what American customers they're talking about, they showed that 80% are interested to eat, purchase, and grow this purple tomato. Only 5% of consumers were not interested.
They were kind of tricking people and telling them that it was heirloom. So that's another thing that kind of ticked me off as well. This is not an heirloom tomato. This is a genetic modified organism that they placed for people to grow because they thought it would make everybody healthy, when we know that is a lie. Most GMOs that are grown, you have to use glyphosate with. So that's another thing that's super confusing about this purple tomato.
You know, when we had the glyphosate lady on, I love that I just said it right. Glyphosate. I learned a lot, because I started learning about the lies of what's going on in society, and everything's fine, but 80% of people have glyphosate in their bodies. Just think of it, 80% have these chemicals. I mean, that's totally devastating.
Yeah.
One second. Technical. GMO can be heirloom? This is the distinction between the hybrid and the heirloom. Yeah, I said the same thing. A GMO cannot be a heirloom.
No.
It's funny when we all talk about, you know, what's a heirloom, what's a GMO, what crosses, what's an F1. That's kind of crazy. Now, that's the good question, Jersey Twister. Was this the purple tomato that was on a cover of Baker's Creek that's not available?
Okay. Well, I love Baker Creek, so I'm not going to say anything that's going to jeopardize them. However, they put a purple Galaxy tomato on the front cover of their magazine for this year. It was called Purple Galaxy. This particular tomato is what was it called, Joe? Do you remember?
Sorry, I was reading. What was the Purple tomato.
I think it was just called purple tomato, wasn't
it's
it?
called
It's
purple
called
tomato.
the purple tomato.
Yes.
So I believe that it's no correlation. I have no idea. I cannot contact Baker Creek about this. So I have no idea. But Baker Creek prides themselves in producing heirloom quality seeds. And I doubt that they would have this particular tomato in their magazine and sell the seeds for it.
I mean, there's purple tomatoes all over the place, guys. This is
We
not.
don't need this tomato. We don't. There's so many varieties of. I myself bought tons of purple and black tomatoes. By the way, the blacks aren't really black. They're just a really dark purple. I bought so many varieties of black tomatoes this year. So I buy tomatoes at the store or farm, and I plant the seed if I like it. So, yeah. So I'm just flabbergasted by it, to tell you the truth. Super disappointed that we can now grow a GMO seed and don't have to be an industrial farmer to do it. I'm confused as well. What about the other GMOs, wheat, corn, stuff like that? Can we now grow that as well? And if that's the case, this is devastating.
And that's why it's so important with today's topic and discussion. Because in those videos I showed you, because right now a lot of the farmers and a lot of people growing food are saying, screw you. This is what has to happen. This is how, if we use cover crops and we improve the soil, we don't have to feed the world with everything else. We could already do it. The government is already paying farmers not to farm, which to me is totally insane. We have all these homeless people. And I still can't believe it. I can't believe that actually happens. The government pays people not to farm. I mean, how does that happen?
Yeah,
It's
Happy
mind-blowing.
Mac says that the purple tomato is purple all the way through. Does that really matter to you guys? The purple flesh or black flesh or whatever all has anthocyanin in it. So why do we need a GMO tomato that has purple all the way through it? Do we want to have style? Are we, the Marc Jacobs of the tomato world, where we need to have purple all the way through our tomatoes and then jeopardize the environment for that? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't care if my tomato has purple all the way through it.
And see what the problem is. Everything starts with the soil. If you have good soil, well, you have good soil, you have a happy plant, you have happy people. Why? Because all the nutrition from the ground goes to your vegetable. When you have these vegetables from the store and you're looking up your minerals and all the content about each vegetable, it's not the same like it was 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago. The carbon content, every little thing about your vegetables, it's not the same. Where you used to have one banana, you would have to need 3 bananas, or you have 1 apple, now you need 3 apples. It's not nutritionally dense anymore because of the soil. And I hope people get that, because it's one thing that you think you're all eating healthy and stuff like that. I'm eating healthy, I'm eating this. And all of a sudden you go to get some blood work done and you're, oh, I need this, I need that, I need more vitamin D, I need this and that. It's like, come on. It's the soil, guys. Everything starts with the soil and the ocean. And the thing is you're here to listen, we're talking, but nothing will ever get done. And it comes down to pressing your governors and all the political people to change their mind. Because you know what? All their money is in their pocket. People pay them. Monsanto pays them. And don't think they don't. All these, anything that's GMO related, they pay. Who else is with Monsanto? The Bayer. I mean, they all pay.
I was watching, I think it was John's video that you gave me. I was watching the history of pesticides. And it was just like I've read before, but this put it more into perspective about how they developed the pesticides. They used them in the gas chambers during World War II in Germany. And then after the war, they started using them on the fields for farmers because it killed the bugs. So they were using and still using to this day something that can kill people. And we're still using it and consuming it since World War II. And by the way, this glyphosate stuff, I asked Kelly how long this glyphosate has been going on, and she said since the 70s. But we all know better. It's been going on since World War II.
So, becoming a green stalker bear owns Monsanto and just recently dropped the name Monsanto. There we go. There are 4 large seed suppliers, and each owns something of part of a pesticide company. I mean, this is where climate change, guys. This all surrounds climate change. When you're talking about oil drilling, and you're talking about fog and like all this stuff in California and all that stuff, that's pollution. Pollution is not climate change. Just want to let you guys know that. There's a big difference. Cow farts. Here's something. This is pretty interesting. Cow farting. That's how I feel about this. Well, did you ever hear anything about a pig farting? What, pigs don't fart? Come on. You know? What, I guess they just like their bacon or something? They want to say anything bad about the pig?
Pigs are destroying the environment as well. I don't know if you remember, but back in, a few years ago when we had a hurricane go up the coast, there was tons of pig farms in South Carolina and North Carolina that got flooded out. And when they got flooded out, they polluted the water, and it was completely toxic. Nobody could go in it. And so they did attack the pigs there for a while as well.
And I'll say this again too. Fertilizer. How many people fertilize their lawns? Well, have you ever looked at that fertilizer underneath anymore? It's definitely not the same anymore. Because we've been killing our soil and water supplies forever and ever and ever. Really got to do some, again, all money related, which is a shame. So, guys, just let you guys know, yes, Corky and I are a little disappointed that John's not here. We don't know what happened. So,
I don't know. Maybe he got the times confused because we're Eastern Standard. I don't know.
So we apologize. We are super excited. And talking to John, he was excited to come on too. So I'm just hopefully he's all right. That's all. Look at the positive. Now, other things about John, he's an activist. All right. Now, coming from my world, because we all live differently, it's so important to keep your own opinion and just listen. Listen, always have 2 ears. Well, that's 1 ear. How about this one? I don't know. It's always good to listen to people. Everybody they jump on judgment right away instead of listening.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the problem of society today. Part of the reasons why Democrats and Republicans don't get along, because nobody listens. They have their own judgment. They don't listen. The only way you're going to solve conflict is to have dialogue. That's it. Well, if you have one opinion, you don't listen to the other, you're never going to do anything for anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's not about coming in the middle either. Sometimes you're going to say, hey, you know what? You're right. We got to do it this way. So since John he's an activist, some things you might not agree with. Some things you might say, I got to put it in my pocket. Some things you say, yeah, that's pretty cool. And either way, it's all good. Either way, it's all good. Welcome in, Helen Ford. So, I'm going to go to his website too. Let's talk a little bit about his website. So this is John Rulak, founder of Nutiva, executive producer of Kiss the Ground. So we talked about that, which is Kiss the Ground was narrated by Woody Harrelson, and his new movie, which is pretty cool, where he's an executive producer. Corky, who was that actor again?
You mean Jason Momoa?
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool having a movie. I think it's pretty awesome. Now, if you click on media, there's John Rulak in the media. Why it's so important to buy USDA certified organic hemp extract. New organization aims to connector to scale regenerative agriculture. RE Botanicals and Palmetto Harmony announced merger. As you can see, he's a big hemp guy, guys. So again, if you don't agree with hemp, you don't agree with hemp. If you agree with hemp, great. Again, it's always good to listen. When you only have 3% of your mushrooms identified, yeah, there's a lot of stuff we got to learn in the world in a lot of ways. And that involves with hemp too. So, who needs health claims? The explosive sales growth of CBD products. Botanicals, Palmetto, that's the cool 100 coolest people in food and drink. It's not me. Who could it be? I don't know. Botanicals founder John Rulak leads hemp industry towards a glyphosate residue-free world. I give up. Oh my God, that's so funny. So he helped jumpstart the modern home composting movement in the early 1990s. He has written over 10 articles in 4 years of healthy soils, oceans, and climate change. Wow, a lot of hemp stuff here. Okay, what else? Podcast. So he has a podcast. So you can listen to those. Wellness in the age of COVID. That's some of the questions we wanted to ask about COVID with him too. Like, did he get the shot? What is it? Does he believe in it? How about everybody with the health problems that took it? How about the heart? Little things like that. The guy has helped out tons and tons of people, guys. You wouldn't believe how much he has helped people. Chemicals, not cows, are killing insects and destroying the ocean with John Rulak. Hey, that's what we're talking about. Look at that, Corky, right there.
Yep.
So that's one of the reasons we wanted to have John on. Articles, there's a whole bunch of more articles. Again, making rivers blue again. There's a lot of kelp that's not there anymore that it used to, guys. From corrupted to trusted, liberal America's shifting perceptions of the FDA. Interesting. 4 things you want to know about CBD. Vegans on Monsanto. Odd bedfellows for bee death and glyphosate. So a lot of stuff that we've been talking about is exactly the man we want to talk to.
Hey, Tony. What's up?
Stop sharing that.
Thanks for coming in.
So that's wow. Oh wow, yeah. There. I'm like, is that Tony? Like Tony?
Yeah,
Hi Tony, how you doing?
Punched him.
We are doing well. Tony, we were supposed to have John Rulak in talking about a whole variety of things, but for some reason, something happened, and we don't know what happened. So we're here talking about the purple tomato, and talking a little bit about that. Talking about a little bit about climate change, what's really going on, and a whole bunch of other things that We're just kind of making up on the fly. We're not making it up. We're just talking. And yeah, I like to fire you up. I feel like when Tony's here, I got to have my glass of tea.
Oh my gosh, I'm drinking tea this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire you up. What's going on in the world? Why is my background so crappy back there? Well, that's gonna totally get out of there very soon because it's growing season, and I gotta get that thing out of the way because if that thing stays there, my board, I'm gonna be tripping all over the stuff, and the stuff's gonna fall over the ground, and they're gonna do another thing of seeds. That's not good. Let me see what we could talk about. That movie, those two movies are absolutely things I got to watch from start to finish.
Yeah, for sure.
Tony, you want to come on for a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to. He said he has to go to work at 7. I don't know what time it is there, but
well, he's not going to make it. There's no way. It's 7 o'clock here. It's 5 hours ahead. It's only 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's only 12:39 at night, and he has to wake up in a couple hours. So, tomato wine. Oh yeah, there's I like the tomato. Oh my god, I just went blank. What's the wine tomato I always grow? Vintage wine tomato.
Oh, I'm growing those champagne bubble ones because my gardener said that I would love them. So when I grow them and I taste it, I will shout out at my gardener like, "Hey!"
And look, Tony says,
like,
"Guys,
I don't like this one," or "Yay, this is the one." So I'll let him know. It's okay. We understand. Thank you, though.
Oh, Tony, thank you so much. Thank you for coming on into our chat. It's you just made Corky and mine's note night. I can't even talk. I'm kind of like all over the place in my mind right now because my whole game plan's gone. Hopefully, it comes on soon. First time that ever happened. But Tony, thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, we like you being here too. You're so nice. It's awesome.
So this is the vintage wine. That is one of my favorite tomatoes.
Is there a tomato wine though, for real though?
No.
I don't know. If that's the case, I don't know what it would taste like.
It's like a tomato. It's like a brandy wine.
Mm.
What does it say? I can't read it from here.
Oh Lord. Indeterminate, incredibly stunning 1980 heirloom. A fairly new variety to the scene. The vintage wine tomato is brandy wine variety of tomato. Glamorous red and gold stripes are bound to make an impression. Sweet and mild in taste, making it a good all-purpose variety.
I feel like I'm like, hey, read it. Here you go. Read this. Can you read it? You can't see that? Oh, 1 second. Trust says,
I can barely read it. And I have context.
Google tomato wine. There are a few.
Ooh, I'm curious. Okay, if I got a tomato wine, I would definitely taste it here on Grow Big TV to see what it tastes like. I might not like it because y'all know I don't like tomatoes, but I will at least try it to see if it's good.
And I appreciate trusting God and first. I have every single live that he goes mostly every single morning for Chef Kicker. He's always promoting our channel.
Oh,
and I just want to say we appreciate that very much. And that's great. Tony's in bed with his wife sleeping and watching us. I can't believe that's great.
Well, y'all, tomorrow is Valentine's Day here in the States. So what are y'all doing for Valentine's Day? Are you treating yourself to a box of chocolate or a steak? Or are you taking a significant loved one out on a date?
Are you Ubering?
Are you sleeping all night like Joe is?
Right now, my account says I need the Uber. I got to make a. You know what's funny? I got to find it now. I found a card that I didn't sign for Valentine's Day. I guess I got 2 last year. And I have it somewhere in my pile. I got to find it so I can give it to her tomorrow morning.
Oh.
I can't believe I found it. 1 second. I got it right here.
I love to.
This is
Yeah,
too funny.
tomato wine does. I love Bloody Marys. I do. However, oh, well, that's nice.
I can't believe I found this. This is great. I saved money this year on card.
You
I still
guys,
gotta
I was excited. My husband's been working and stuff, so we didn't really plan Valentine's Day or anything like that. He did buy me like a little thing of chocolates like last week. It's like, here, he's like, I know I'm not gonna be there for Valentine's Day. But the last weekend we went out, and we hadn't done that in a long time. We haven't went out in a long time. His mom watched Fred on Friday and Saturday. So we went to a meadery, and it was freaking delicious. It was like the best. I want to go back. It's only 5 minutes up the road, which makes it even better. It was delicious. There was strawberry mead, pineapple mead. One I didn't like. It was like woody. It tasted like a barrel or something. I didn't like it that much. But oh my gosh, they were delicious. There was one, I can't remember what it was, like award winning, and it was a berry mix, and it was absolutely delicious. So I like to try new things, and a mead is definitely, yeah, there were different ones, and they weren't they were strong because mead is strong. They were like about 7-8% alcohol. I think one I tried was maybe 12%, and that was the highest. But for the most part, they were absolutely delicious, and we did samples. So they came out in like a bee box, which was really cool. And then they had like 6 of them in the bee box, and then they gave you that. So you got to try each one of what they had. It was a sample of each one. It's very delicious. Taking my hubby for, what's that say?
Meniscus tear surgery.
Ooh.
That's terrible.
That's
really bad. And look at this Valentine's Day. We got Garden State so-and-so. Planting my pepper seeds for Valentine's Day.
Oh, make sure you give him a kiss for me.
And Jersey Twister. So we had a snow today.
I know, we did too. It was, oh, I was so mad.
Well, our snow, we had a half an inch on the grass, a little slush on the ground. That was it. But the more north you went, the more snow you got. So Jersey Twister, how much snow you got? You're just 2 minutes from me. How much snow did you get? Then we have up north, we're
oh, thank you, Ginger.
we got a lot of
We got
Jersey.
a super chat. Whoop whoop. Thank you. $3 whole. I appreciate you, girl.
Oh, thank you so much.
Love you.
So we almost got 10 inches. The Jersey weather. It's crazy.
I said kiss her seeds or kiss her peppers, and she's like, I will. And she starts laughing. No snow in Georgia. I'm still waiting for it to come here. Oh, I'm sorry if you do get snow. We didn't get anything that stayed around, but it was like blizzardy and light and fluffy and wet. It was great. Such a trickster, that groundhog.
Welcome in. It's so good to see you. Awesome.
Woo.
Hello. Wow, I feel weird that our guest didn't come.
Yeah, I do too. I'm kind of disappointed. So
Yeah.
I hope you guys don't mind hanging out with us.
I can't believe up north it got 10 inches of snow.
I know, that's horrible. I would cry, I think.
Pixie Dust Traveler, welcome in. It's so good to see. It's always good to see new people in the chat. So welcome here, welcome in. So just let me get.
Joe is from Jersey and I'm from Ohio. She said,
Oh,
where are you from?
So right in the middle of New Jersey, they got 5 inches of snow. Kathleen's right in the center of New Jersey.
Yeah, she said they didn't have school today or something. Somebody did.
My wife didn't have any school today. My son did. So that makes sense. In Helen, Massachusetts, they got 4 inches.
But I understand the Massachusetts because you're way up there. I get that. I'm in Northeast Ohio. Let's get this ball rolling. Springtime is around the corner. I want my stuff in the ground.
Oh, look at that. No school in Howell, which is 5 minutes from me. Not even that. Actually, if you go in Howell, if I think I hit a baseball, like 2 times, I think I could hit the ball into Ohio. Into Howell. So that's pretty funny. That'd be pretty funny if Jersey Twister's only like 1 minute away.
You got snow flurries. I got up to 49 in Des Moines. What about no work days? For real? That would be nice. And then you'd still get paid for them. That'd be even better. I worked at a place and it snowed really bad one time. And I was like, oh gosh, are we going to get to leave early because it's bad weather? Because I've worked at places where they send you home early if it's bad weather so you can get home to your family safely. And they're like, no, this store is an emergency store. So we never shut down for anything. I'm like, why do I work here?
Man, I would love a day off. I could just be downstairs all day, work on my seeding, and just seed away all day for 20 hours. Come online and talk to you guys for a little bit. Maybe jump on another show. And that'd be like a dream. That is a dream right now. What else can we talk about? Sorry, guys. We didn't really.
Okay, so let's talk about, since tomorrow is Valentine's Day, let's talk about pairing vegetables.
Ooh.
Which vegetables? Okay, so for example, if I was a carrot, who would I marry? Or if I was garlic, who would be my companion?
Well, I think sifting some soil would be perfect for the garlic.
Ooh, yes, a rose. Yes, roses love garlic. A rabbit.
And trusting God will be with the ghost pepper.
Jalapenos and tomatoes. Boom. Yep. Some taco mix up in here. Tacos.
That reminds me, I got to get dinner for tomorrow. I'm like, wow. My wife loves steak, so I usually get her steak and stuff.
Well, that's really nice.
So, well, she wants steak. I'm not going to go out somewhere to buy a $70 steak when I could just make it on a grill for $15 or whatever it is. So.
What kind of questions do you have, Jersey Twister? She's going to be starting her seeds here soon, and she might have some questions about that.
Hey guys, if there's a question we cannot answer, we'll make sure we'll get the answer to you to make some thoughts.
Oh, is today Fat Tuesday? Really? I didn't think it was. I didn't even look on the calendar to know. Oh my gosh. I didn't even have anything like remotely Fat Tuesday-ish. What am I going to do? Like I have to. Oh man. Oh, you got donut, man. That makes me mad because here, oh man, we have pomskis. I could have ate some pomski.
I'm still waiting over Super Bowl foods. So I mean, sausages and peppers. They're just and
Joe, have you
meatballs.
ever had a pomszki?
That's Polish.
Yeah. It's
stuff
a donut that's made in this
Oh, no,
area
no,
out of yeast, and it's to die for.
You know, it's funny. When my grandma came over, she refused to speak any Polish.
Tony forgot that it was Valentine's Day. I reminded him.
When my grandma came over, she refused to speak any Polish. The only thing she knew was English.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's all she wanted to learn. That's all. I'm not going to speak no Polish ever. So, yeah, a couple of words spit out here and there, but what we did learn was making pierogies. Potato pancakes were always there. Stuffed cabbage was always the best.
Oh yeah, that would have not been good. Once when I was younger, I had somebody that had a crush on me and got me these really beautiful purple roses that I had never seen before, like ever. And they brought him in, and I think he was kind of, I don't want to say dumb, but I think he was kind of an airhead. He left them in his car, and when he gave them to me, they were all frozen.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh, thank you for these frozen roses. Let's see.
So I usually get flowers before, but I kind of didn't get it before. And I'm not going to spend $100 for flowers. I got to get the chocolate kind, I guess.
Let's see. It's
that's
that's good.
Yeah, Tammy, that is.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of pomszki, okay, this is funny because I live literally like an hour away from a huge Polish community, Joe.
Yeah.
Everything. It's in Cleveland. It's Parma Heights, and
Okay.
everything in that community is Polish. Everything.
Wow.
So that's where the pomszkis here. That's where they come down from. Yeah, it's awesome. Every day is fat. Oh, I didn't read that fast enough.
I got it. Every day is fat day until I get 90 pounds off me. I'll double that.
I am not Catholic, but I don't know why this time of year always gives me more energy, and I get so excited for Lent. And it's because I love fish fries too. So I will hit up the local churches for the fish fries and the all that stuff because I just love it. I love this time of year. It's great.
So my channel name is Garden State Gardener.
Yeah.
Pixie Bush Traveler.
King cake from New Orleans is the bomb. Yes, it is so good. Doesn't it usually have like a little baby in the middle? I don't know what that little baby represents, but oh my gosh, it is so delicious.
Helen Glumpy, the best stuffed cabbage. That's it right here. The stuffed cabbage.
Oh, heck yeah. You're making me hungry.
So Jersey Twister, heat mats necessary. I want to start tomatoes and peppers. Peppers, 100%. Always got to start with heat.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, yes, they definitely do help with heat to start.
Basically, a heat mat, what it's really good for is the germination rate. Like it'll really jump off your seeds and stuff really fast if you put a little heat to them. But for the most part, if you do it without a heat mat, I'm not saying that you're not going to get anything, but it's best to have a heat mat because it just makes everything go quicker.
After they start popping up, I kind of generally turn it down like the hours way. Because when you start, you have it there for 12 hours. And then I generally go lower and lower each day. So they can adjust the heat too.
What we do typically when they pop up, and I see that everything is popped up in the tray, I'll turn off the heat mat and then I'll turn on my lights. And then I'll put my dome on and get that going. But I always make sure I have everything popped up first Just to,
And don't put the light on for 24 hours.
no,
You don't want to do
ours
that.
are set on a timer, and I don't know what that time is. I can't remember right now, but they're set at a timer.
Now, also, there's a difference from like compost, which is a soil mix, to like peat moss, which is a soilless mix. When you have a soilless mix, you probably won't get aphids. You won't get things like that because it's not soil. It's peat. And
Oh,
so
is that what it is? I'm sorry to interrupt. Happy Mac, I didn't know it was a plastic baby Jesus. I just thought it was a plastic baby in there, and I didn't know why they put it in there. But okay. So if you ever go to New Orleans and you have a king cake and you see the little baby in there, don't choke on it and don't eat it. Because it's baby Jesus. So you don't want to choke on baby Jesus.
Hey, so Tony's all set, guys. Good job, Tony. Tony quietly got out of bed, snuck on out, went to the car, got everything, got the card, got the present, snuck it there, snuck back in bed.
That's the way to do it.
Way to do it.
Good job.
Better me. I still have to go out.
Oh.
At least I got a card, though. I got a card already.
You're making me want king cake. I don't think they'll have it now. I was just at the grocery store earlier. Oh, just so romantic at heart. But you forgot it in the car.
He was hiding it. He was hiding it.
Cracking me up.
He was hiding it. Both on a rock home said, my friends from Poland always speak Polish to each other. They immigrated when Poland was a communist country. I want to hear the stories who didn't get stuff tomorrow. Like if your husband was there and he forgot. That was Valentine's Day. That's the stories I want to hear. Because each man, kind of forget sometimes on holidays.
King cakes are
No way.
Hispanic communities too. Every grocery store. I think a king cake tastes like Fruity Pebbles. Does anybody else think that? It's freaking delicious. I love it.
Jersey Twister, do you guys have an Amazon link? I'm going to buy Matt's off Amazon and it's cheaper. We talked about that. We are getting one, but we don't have one set up right now.
We don't have one set up yet, but in the past I purchased 2 extremely large ones in the past, and they were originally 2 for $50, and now they were 2 for $30. And I do not have that link. I'm sorry.
Oh, Happy Mac. A coworker made my mama clumpkin that weighed almost 5 pounds, look like a football. You know what?
Gosh.
We got a cabbage. Some of those cabbages on Baker Creek are like this huge. You ever see the people from England? Do you see Tony's when he grew cabbage? You're like, imagine
do you know how many cabbage rolls you can make out of that?
Oh my God.
You can make them and put them in the freezer because you can freeze cabbage. Make them, put them in the freezer. You would have cabbage rolls for like days, for years. You just put them in the freezer, whatever. It'd be ridiculous. If they want to send the link of the ones they want, I'm happy to provide a link and send you guys. Oh, you don't have to send us commission. Just send the link. It's no big deal, Tony. No big deal.
And guys, since we're talking about Tony, hope you guys bought the book. I mean, I can't wait for mine to come in very soon. 2 weeks it comes in.
I have like this giant wish list right now because right now I'm on hold because I bought a lot of stuff for Christmas. So I'm on hold for a while, but I have a giant list.
And didn't Kevin Forty, the guy we interviewed, didn't he have a huge cabbage too? And it fed the whole school?
Yes.
Yeah.
He said that. Yeah. Was it a whole school or something else? But yeah,
it was something big. It was something like, school. And they couldn't fit it in the car because it was too big.
Said the entire car smelled like cabbage. That was funny. few weeks left.
So we do have memberships, everyone. We have 3 memberships. The first membership, I'm not going to remember any of them, but the first one starts at $4.99. The second one is $9.99, and the last one's $19.99. And in $19.99, you guys could call us. You're going to get something in the mail, which is special. And you're also going to have a 24/7 hotline. So if there's any kind of questions, we'll make sure we'll answer it in 24 hours. The middle tier, you'll get a choice after 12 months of M.I. Gardner's.
The Sassy Lass.
Yes, Sassy Lass and his trifecta.
I want to get. That's another thing that's on my list. I need
Gotta
to
have
get
a list.
I can't. I have a horrible Scottish accent, but every time I hear Sassy Lass, I just want to have that Scottish accent. The saucy lass.
And the first membership is the $4.99. Is you'll get 6-pack of seeds from M.I. Gardner or Mary Heirloom seeds after a year.
Yep.
So, okay, let me go. Oh, and both on a Rock Homestead, they built a celebrated pancake day this evening. Let me see what else we got. There we go, Tony.
Yeah, I want to try the trifecta too. 14 hours is plenty. Then step it back to 8 over the next 6 weeks. You mean light? Is that what he's talking about? The light for your grow station? Oh, that's cool. He treated himself to a hori hori. That's neat.
Cool. Just an old romantic at heart.
You want your sheets covered in kittens? What's going on in the side chat? I used Coco Core to buy itself last year for seed starting. Worked great. Everything grew. That's cool. Coco Core. Awesome.
You're just trying to cut back on the aphids and stuff for your plants. But if you grow your brassicas, you want to grow in compost. You don't want to grow in a soilless mix. The plant gets stunted if you do that. That's what I have found out. You don't want to stunt off your vegetables if you don't have to. But the most common problems are with brassicas with soilless mixes.
Trust in God, I cannot help you with your aches and pains. Okay. Gardening, I've seen those. Very cool. Yeah. Current is neutral, but the seed has everything that is required to germinate, but need moving into a quality compost after. My son got 40 suckers to pass out at middle school to the. Oh, that's really cute. That's really cute, Rebel.
So my highlight in Valentine's my whole entire life was my junior year in high school. And I got like 60 flowers, 60 carnations. And everybody started, guess they would hand them out around school. Then all of a sudden I was like, I remember coming home like this with a whole bunch of carnations. And I was like, oh, I felt so like, wow, I must be looking really good. I was an athlete back in the day and not looking like it now. And all of a sudden, yeah, so it was a donation. So we bought a carnation for somebody. And the money at each donation, I think one carnation was $1. And it went to a fundraiser. And I was like, somebody would be coming in the room. Oh, it's freaking Joe again. I'm like, oh, this is great.
I bought my husband a hori hori for his birthday, I think, or maybe it was for Father's Day. I think it was for Father's Day a couple years back, and I got him the Bare Bones Living hori hori, and it's a really cool one. It has a walnut handle, and it's really beautiful. It's a beautiful type of hori hori. However, I'm just disappointed it didn't come with a sheath. And when I went to look for sheaths for it, they didn't really have that option either. So I was kind of disappointed. Plus, it was like really expensive. So I hope he likes that hori hori. I hope he plans on using it a lot.
We had a couple questions to me recently about our contest. So we have 2 videos out. We're going to have the other 4 videos before the weekend. And the other 4 is Dr. White Cheese Tomato, the zucchini, the sunflower, and there's one more. What am I missing?
It's the watermelon radish, Dr. Wetches, and the Detroit dark red beet.
Right. That's 3.
And then, oh, good Lord, really? I had it written down.
Peter Pepper. It's the Peter Pepper. We forgot the Peter Pepper.
I think I'm losing it. I told you guys in the past. Okay, so I took up Ginger Ninja's advice and started taking turmeric for my brain because I can't remember anything anymore. Like I remember the gist of it, but like specific details, no. And it's horrible. It makes me sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do know what I'm talking about. It's just I can't remember the details. I end up saying things like thingamajiggy and doohickey and stuff like that. It's horrible. And I'm like, what is wrong with my brain? It's probably all the glyphosate.
One in my mind is Medicare, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Oh, no.
All that stuff's in my mind. And I'm like, oh, did I do this?
Well, Tony, that's really scary because you're not that old. You're only 9 years older than me. What am I going to be like at 49? Am I not going to have a brain? I'll be out there drooling over my roses. Like, what's going on? I need to I really want to take that mushroom stuff, that rise that you hear and whatever. I want to start taking it, but I don't like coffee, but they have like a green matcha. That's like a green tea. I could totally do that. Worst things to drool over. But yeah, I want to start taking that. Maybe it'll help my brain. Like, I don't know, man. Kombucha is really good. I'm drinking kombucha tea right now. So I just don't like vinegar. It's gross.
If you guys needed seeds for Dr. White Cheese Tomato, Kaylin has the tomato. So hit her up and she'll send you the seeds. Or you guys can work something out. So she has those seeds, so go get them. Enter the contest. So much fun. Dr. White Cheese Tomatoes, Jess from Roots and Refuge, that's one of her favorite tomatoes that she grows every year.
Yeah, and I love to hear her say it because it's funny.
Yeah, she says Richie and I say White Cheese. And I can't, ever since she said it wrong, I can never say it. So I don't know what it is anymore either. My mind has been not the same since I got totally passed out drunk one night.
Oh, Lord. Was this recent?
No, that was when I was born.
Oh, good Lord.
No. My mind's been off for definitely since COVID. When I got COVID, it really hit me good. And my mind I still feel like I'm coming out sometimes. And I know I'm a little slower in my work, but I definitely got something with COVID with my mind. Definitely. 100%.
Yeah. COVID brain is a real thing. Some people have it worse when they have COVID. Like they won't eat and stuff like that. Like you really have to watch. But I need to start taking something for my mind to just,
Oh, and just let you know, Jess blamed it on herself the other day, too. Because she says, I don't know what I'm pronouncing it. I don't know how I'm doing it.
It's funny. Drank kombucha for over 25 years. Oh, Lord. See, that's my problem, though, is I just don't like vinegar that much. And a lot of those kombuchas and stuff, they have vinegar in them. One time, okay, I went on a apple cider vinegar kick. And at that point in my life, I was drinking coffee. I don't drink coffee anymore because it messes up my stomach. I had creamer in my coffee and I put the apple cider vinegar in there. I'm an airhead. That was disgusting. I took a sip of it. And I was like, why did I do that? It's like sour milk. That was disgusting. Never do that again. Yes, becoming a green stalker. It was disgusting. What was I thinking? And it was like it was like one of those cold coffees, you know? So it had like a lot of cream in it. Yeah. Should be blonde. I am blonde naturally, Tony. That's the thing. Oh my God, buttermilk. It was disgusting. It was disgusting, guys. I'll never do that ever again because I wasn't thinking. I was like, oh, the coffee will cover up the taste of the vinegar. That's what I was thinking in my head, but I forgot there's cream in there. It's disgusting. It was really gross.
Yeah, the stuff they're spraying in the air. Well, we could blame it on them. Everybody out there, whoever's spraying, blame it on you.
Yeah, I need something. I don't know if it's a detox, but I just need something to make my brain better. I used to be a lot sharper with fruit juice.
Coffee
Yeah, that's a
flavored
good idea.
cheese.
Oh, it was disgusting, guys. I'll never do that again. Please don't ever put apple cider vinegar in any coffee creamer conglomeration.
Both on a Rock Homestead. Sunday I ate spicy hot
Oh,
mashed
night,
potatoes.
yeah, have a good night, Tony. Or day.
Good night, Tony.
It's night. Okay.
Good morning. Good morning, Tony. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. You know, I tried that too. But if you do pickled jalapenos, it's pretty good actually. I put jalapenos in so much stuff right now. It's unbelievable. I just got to be careful with the seeds.
Yeah,
I
but
can
when
see-
you pickle jalapenos, don't you take out the seeds, or you don't take out the seeds? You leave them in.
A lot of them come out.
Mm.
I know yeah. So they can kind of gradually get out of there. But some of them stay.
I'm sorry, you guys, that our guest wasn't here tonight. I don't know really what happened. I feel really bad about that because we advertised for it. I don't know if maybe something came up, but what do we have going on for Thursday?
Thursday, we're talking about onions.
Yay! Oh yeah, we're going to do a grow guide for Thursday. It's going to be great, guys. And onions, my favorite subjects, because I love onions and I really suck at growing them. So this grow guide could help me out a lot. It may even help you out.
So far, I got 30 pages of information, trying to narrow it down to 15. And see how many duplications I come up with it. Because tomorrow's Valentine's Day. So all my work started on Monday, getting things together. But tomorrow's limited because I got to get home. So, yeah, boom with the onions. It's the marshmallow man. Boom. I love onions too. I could have onions with every meal.
Oh, onions. Okay, onions on a cheeseburger, especially red onions. It's like heaven. I love onions. Oh,
Becoming a green stalker, I have diverticulitis too. I actually had 2 surgeries. So one thing I learned about diverticulitis: if you have a vegetable or you have something that upsets your stomach, do not eat it again. So, or don't have it for a long period of time until you clean yourself out totally. And like for example, corn, you're not supposed to eat corn. I have corn every year twice. In the beginning of the year, when they first come out, the end of the year, and that's about it. But corn.
I started what I did with myself, and I don't have diverticulitis, but I had issues with eating corn and stuff like that. And now I can eat corn. What I do is I eat corn and I take my brain. I take a supplement afterwards. Oh my gosh, man. Ooh, those look good. I take a probiotic. God, for God's sakes, man. I take a probiotic. I take 2 of them after I eat corn. And it really helps. And it helps everything to go through. That's what I take.
Yeah, Gas X.
No, not Gas X. I do love me some corn now. I do. I even put it in my tacos now. I was like, yes. You know what's really good? Chipotle has corn salsa. And I missed that so much because I hadn't eaten corn in like 4 or 5 years. And I was like, oh man, I can't have corn salsa anymore. So oh man, corn salsa is the bomb. Oh,
the bomb.
The bomb. It's the boom, the bang. Yeah, corn salsa is so freaking good. That almost makes me want to grow corn this year so I can make my own corn salsa. It's delicious, man. Especially on some tacos. Fresh with a little like coleslaw. You get some slaw in that taco. Maybe make a pork taco, put that on there with some slaw, maybe some lime juice, and then you top it off with some corn salsa and cilantro. Oh my gosh. I'm going to make tacos after this. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Every time I see Marshmallow Man, we should put it on repeat every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just have them go like that and say boom. There's a lot of meaning to that boom.
Yes, there is.
A lot of meaning.
Yeah, I am hungry. I'm always hungry for tacos, though. Yes, Mexican food? Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Coleslaw or something on your taco, it's like heaven. It's like a perfect combo with some like shredded pork. Mm.
Oh, Simply Vigo, welcome to the channel. It's so nice to see you.
See you.
So go subscribe to Simply Vigo and subscribe to everybody else here. It's always good to have other people on the channel that come about. I think that's really awesome. Peaches and cream, Wickershire Project says. Peaches and cream corn. It sounds good.
Mike, are you snorting? Or did I snort?
I didn't snort.
I didn't snort. I don't think I did. At one point in time, we had a snort time, or like a snort counter, where everybody was making fun of me because I used to snort all the time, and we had a counter, like how many times. How many times is Courtney going to snort in her life?
If you watch me dance, you'll snort.
When did I have corn? Hee hee hee. As a teenager, I loved corn relish. At a national park restaurant, Mom encouraged me to write them and request a recipe. I got the recipe, which served 100 people. Nice. Oh, you were making fun of me, Mike? I see how you are.
When I first started my channel, I had a bet with Joey that if I lost, I had to do the chicken dance. And so on my page, I did the whole chicken dance, and then dance it.
Oh, Lord.
And he also won another time where I had to do another chicken dance, but I had to do it outside, like right in the road. So I went all the way outside, in the middle of the road. It was snowing outside. I had to take my shirt off, too. Took off my shirt, and I was going... Yeah, it was kind of stupid.
I love it. Okay. This might be a giveaway question, so I would just like pay attention to it. When I was young, okay, so I came from a German family primarily. So my grandma was German. And like when I was younger, I spent a lot of my time going to senior citizen dances and stuff because I spent a lot of time with my grandmother, which I'm living in her house now. Like we were super close, right? So I'm really good at doing the polka.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Punk used to go down in the squat, put his legs out. Hey, hey, hey. I miss him doing that. That was great. I tried. I fell right in my butt. I'm not trying that again. So you guys ever have back guano? So when we had the
I'm sorry, but every time you say anything about bat guano, it reminds me of Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2, where he's like, I love these bowls. What are they made out of? And they're like, bat guano. And he's like spitting out the food. It makes me laugh.
So after
All
I
right
start
then. I love it.
Oh, Helen used to polka too. So we got the Polish people in here. we
Yeah,
got
that's
all
right,
the Jersey
Ellen.
people.
You know how to do it, girl. Love my Frankie. Oh, okay, Brampton. You're up there. You know how to polka too, girl. I know you do.
I ain't taking a sniff yet. I want to keep it fresh. I'm not ready for that, Billy. I'm not ready for that. But I think I told you guys this story. This is funny because we talked about it yesterday with my friends or during the Super Bowl. So I have a friend. He just actually passed away last year. Well, we used to go every single Rutgers game, and a lot of times we were on ESPN because we sat in the first row in the end zone. Well, during the game, I have the friend that passed away. He started it narrowed down. The camera narrowed the picture, on the TV, narrowed down to him. He starts rubbing his belly button. Right? And he goes,
Ew! Who did that? What?
One of my friends. He was like,
Ew!
And it was on ESPN.
That is so embarrassing.
Every single time he came over the house, we already had it on record. I was living in Cerebral at the time. And he'd come in the door, hit the play button.
Oh, so it would show it every time?
Every single time he came over. Because that's what friends do. Friends always, have fun with friends.
You harass each other, That's how
it was the funniest thing.
But that's so
seeing
gross.
somebody do that.
Like,
It's
and
the
he did it
grossest
on
thing.
national television. What in the hell? Oh, it's so gross.
I mean, you see him.
Did you guys ask him what it smelled like?
I think we asked him all. Gus, what do you got there, Gus? Does it really smell? I still can't believe it happened. I was crying so hard when we were talking about it. And it was like,
so gross,
for the Super Bowl. They're like, you believe? I mean, that's going to stay with us the rest of our lives, his life. God bless him. I mean, he really went there, and you see him rubbing his belly button. He went under his freaking shirt and comes out. I can't believe it.
Wow,
Who does
that's
that?
nasty.
The guy
Is he still single?
No, he passed away, but he died
Oh,
single.
yes.
You can tell why. I knew him since he was 4 years
I'm
old.
sorry he passed away. That's horrible. But he sniffed his belly button on national television. Oh,
Cheese. My glasses are gonna fog up. If you guys ever knew somebody that did something like that, you guys in the chat, do you ever grow up with somebody that did the most embarrassing act that you would never think would ever happen? Or did you see something in your life that you would never thought you would ever say? Let us know. I love to see what the chat thinks. Leaving a sinkhole. Who left a sinkhole? You left a sinkhole. People made beer from beard yeast. Oh, stinky. That's right, Stinky. There you go. That was stupid.
That's gross.
And a marshmallow man. Boom. Perfect, Lewis. Perfect. Yes, keep it PG, guys. Keep it PG. Thank you.
Well, do anything for a laugh. Friends are the best. Oh yeah, for real.
My wife is screaming at me to shut up and remain quiet at that, Joe. Who decides this is the thing to do? Wow, you guys been around a lot of great people with not any embarrassing things you ever seen in your life. That's PG related, at least.
Yeah, I have a really embarrassing story for myself, but it's not PG related, so I don't think I can say it. Otherwise, I would share.
Yeah, the wild do anything for laugh friends are the best. Yeah, I went through some of those things in my life. Especially when guys hammer other guys on. You kind of get a little out of control. One of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to me, I never had this. I was 21 years old, 22. I never had my eyebrows done from a barber before. Never had them done. You know, I just always kind of trimmed if they went a little bit, you know, the middle hairs and not a unibrow. So the guy goes, yeah, do you want your eyebrows trimmed? I'm like, sure. Well, he trimmed them. It looked like somebody shaved them. They were so, like, and I was like, I'm walking around like, what the hell did this guy just do? I never want to do this again.
You're lucky they grew back. Because a lot of people that mess with their eyebrows, if they dye their eyebrows or anything like that, like if they fall out, more than likely they don't come back. So you're lucky your eyebrows came back.
Oh my God. It was so bad. I mean, he trimmed that sucker like right down to like a woman's eyebrows would be, you know? And I was like, what the hell did you just do? You know, I was like, did they grow back fast? I had no idea.
Wow.
Yeah, and trusting God. I like their trusting God's comments. What some things he said.
I have several videos of the Devil's Sinkhole State Natural Area on my channel. But as you get older, they grow back less and thinner. My dad was a mechanic, shaved his head, and the hair never grew back. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that kind of stuff.
Well, that's pretty cool. I live less than 10 miles from the Devil's Sinkhole, natural area where every summer over 1 million bats live. They exit at night like a tornado. Wow, that's pretty cool. You got to show that on YouTube.
You guys, I'm a very outspoken person, and I'm very like friendly person. That's just how I am. And when I've had a couple drinks in me, I really, really, really am outspoken and super friendly, probably to the point where I probably scare people. I've had several instances. My husband, one time, I wanted margaritas really bad. I had already started drinking. My husband drove me to the liquor store. And at that time, I lived in the city. I lived in a not so nice place in the city. We drove to the local liquor store. And there was a guy there. And he didn't have a hand. He had a fake hand.
No way.
And I asked him, I said, so how'd you lose your hand? My husband was so embarrassed. Yeah, I was pretty 3 sheets to the wind. So, but anyway, I'll never do that again. It was so embarrassing.
So my friend was talking to a girl at a bar. She's sitting at a table. He was drunk. She's talking to her, like having a great conversation. My friend's about 5'9", 5'8", 5'9". She stands up. She was like 6'6". And he's like, whoa.
Whoa.
That was his reaction. It's like, it's not, oh, whoa. I'm like, oh, there goes that. So Happy Max is a group of us were walking through the woods and it started pouring buckets. My friend took off his clothes and ran home through the field. We're all laughed so hard. I believe it. Yeah, nothing like running naked. Running on home.
My wife is the opposite. Threatened to steal my eyelashes as I sleep.
I like stories like this. It's funny. Billy's 6'6" in his dreams.
I am only 5 foot tall.
Boom.
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 Thanks for participating tonight, Marshall.
So onion talk's going to get very interesting. Because there's different ways to grow it. If you guys wanted to buy your starts, which is highly recommended, Dixondale Farms has the best variety, and they're pretty cheap too. Definitely, if you could start from seed, do it. I do both. I want to show you guys Dixondale Farms since we're going to talk about them. So let me just get that organized for a second. I'm going to show you Dixondale Farms. Click out of that. So, again, there's a difference between short day and long day onions. Ooh, I see Devil Sinkhole. Okay. Hold on. So if you shop here, here's your long day onions, intermediate day onions, short day onions, and unique onion plants. They also sell Lancelot leeks, shallot plants, fertilizers, crop, and you also got merchandise here now too. They also have an onion plant guide, a library, fertilization requirements for onions, which is really cool. So let's say long day onions. So this is where your long day onions will be. This is so where you live. That is what you want to get. So if you order, so see, this is $16. I got this for $10. So don't, when you order, this might not just be $16, and it's free shipping.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So let me see something. Come on. Come on. See what I show you. Got orders. I show you what I got. So my order is processing. So if you look at the past, I ordered 22, 23, 24, and 24. And oh, look, my credit card got denied.
Oh, good Lord, Joe.
So I'll show you
I wish I could. I don't know. I love onions. I want to grow them so bad because I love them so much, but suck at growing them. I don't know. Maybe it's just my soil. I don't know.
So see, it showed $16, right? I got them for $10. So I got the Alyssa Craig for 10, a Walla Walla, and Blush. And I think you get 45 starts when you buy them. So for $10 for 45 stars, that's not that bad. So let me click on Alyssa Craig. Look at that huge onion, guys.
I know. I want them so bad.
But when you grow them, guys, you got to have, once you start off with your NPK, right after they start growing after a little while, you're going to be told, the only thing you're going to be doing is your nitrogen. And it's a very high nitrogen plant. So these onions are amazing. Look at the little girl.
Wow.
So you notice when the onions pop up, they started going above the soil like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cute. Oh my God.
I use the onion toppers when I did grow onions. I use the onion toppers around my other plants to keep insects away. Because a lot of bugs don't like onions.
You notice after they pull them out of the garden, this is how they put the stalks down. Okay, let me show you the other onions I got. Okay, so this is the Walla Walla onion. Still, look at the size.
Yeah.
Me growing them like that, that's probably not going to happen. That's a lot of nitrogen growing in those plants. So storage potential is only 1 month. So it's important when you guys buy your onion starts, look for the storage potential. That is very, very important. So let's see some pictures here. Whoop.
Yeah, I wish I could grow onions like that, man. I'd be so happy. I'd be storing those in my root cellar.
Beautiful, beautiful onion.
I'd be pickling them for sandwiches.
It's a beautiful, beautiful onion. Okay, and I'll show you the last one I got. The blush onion plant. Again, for $30 for all these plants, guys, it's a pretty good deal. But look at this, storage potential, 5 to 6 months. And this is longer in a season, too. So the onion the last one was 90 days of harvest. This is 110 to 120. Huge, huge difference. So
Wow.
know where to plant your onions. I can't even imagine having that many onions.
That would be awesome. I'd freeze a lot of them too. Chop them up and freeze them.
So the long day, let me go back to the long day onion plants. So there's your Alyssa Craig, and there's your blush onion. So a 30 bunch case. Let me click on this one more time. Just show you. One second. I'm trying to find 30 bunches. I think it's around 45 plants, guys, or starts. Highlander onion plants. Oh, look at that cute smile. Corky, you and I got to take pictures like this.
Yes.
Grow big.
Grow big.
Oh, so on this Highlander onion plant, the days of harvest is 85, 90. That's a lot. And the 4 and 5 months are the storage potential. You don't want to grow something and a lot of it, and you only have a month. You're never going to be able to use them.
Yeah.
If you guys notice this picture here, see how this is what you get when you buy them. So see where my arrow is? They come in.
Yeah.
They come wrapped up right there, and that's how you get them.
They're starts, basically. You get little starts.
They're definitely starts. I don't think they're gonna. A 30 bunch case. One second. So a 30 bunch plant bunches. 30 bunches is between 1,400 to 1,800 plants. That's all. Yeah, I can't get any. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So that's a lot of bunches. So I got 3 bunches, so I'll have 1, 2, and 3 to plant. 3 of those. That's all you need. That's a lot of planting. Okay, let me go on a little bit. Yellow Spanish, another awesome variety. Well, shot. So let's go short day onion plants, because we did the long day. There's intermediate day. Where is the short day? Let's check out the map. Boom. So this is a short day. So this is Texas, Florida, Southern California, all the way across. That's your short day onion plants. So pretty cool stuff. Any of them you want me to click on, Corky?
I can't grow short day, but
just for the heck of it.
Think of it. What do we got? Texas. Oh, Southern Belle Red. Go up there. Go up once. What is that one? Southern Belle Red right there. Boom.
Let's do the boom.
Boom. A good red onion, man. You throw that on top of your taco with your shredded pork and your yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So for this onion, though, look at the days of harvest, 110. That's a long. It's going to be out there a long time, and its storage potential. It's only 2 months.
People are saying boom.
Boom.
Love it. Love it.
As you can see, I can't see the chat. So I don't like that. I'm growing this for 110 days, and the approximately is only 2 months. Southern Belle, I love the name. Look at that. That's beautiful. Just make sure you know what you want to do with them.
Boom.
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 Let's go click on something else here. So let's do, you know what? We didn't go to intermediate day. Might as well do it. So this is your intermediate day onions.
Well,
Interesting.
yeah. I guess I could grow those.
Yeah, I never even thought about that. Because I'm always, New Jersey, so I was long day. I never really even took a look. Ooh, candy onion plants.
Oh, yeah.
That is a very good onion. Let me see.
Look at that. Red candy apple. Oh, look at that.
Boom.
Boom. Look at that. Oh, it does. It looks like an apple. It's huge. Oh, yeah. Give me those onions. I never saw an onion look so sexy. Boom. Riverdale Gardens. Boom.
Boom. Size potential. So 85, 95 days to harvest, 2 to 3 months. Thank you guys for spending time with us. Let's check out some other things besides onions here. So let's check out
shallots.
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 Shallots. Shallots.
Check out those shallots.
So $22.25, but you're probably getting a discount here.
Mike, slow down. Breathe into a paper bag if you have to.
Look at
be
that.
okay.
Shallot.
Shallots. I just love those shallots. I love a little shallots in my potato soup.
This is pretty cool. Look, storage potential 7 to 8 months. So you order 2 to 9 bunches for $20 each. Look, you get a discount. Wow, this is pretty cool, guys. I guess not many people ordered them. Ooh, and what else we got? Lancelot. It's not Lancelot, guys. I know. So $22.25. Boom.
Boom.
I love when the kids are in a garden.
Aww.
I bet you all that girl's pictures growing up when she gets married are all on the farm.
Now, what's the difference? I've never had a shallot. I've never ate one before. What's the difference between a shallot and an onion? Not really a big difference.
Well, it's the bulb.
But, I mean, taste-wise.
Not too much of a difference.
I didn't think so.
I didn't know how to.
I wonder if shallots are easier to grow.
I think they are actually.
So if they're easier to grow, I might grow shallots instead of onions, and they taste the same. I could just freeze the shallots instead.
Okay, 1 second. There were strong seedlings that grew to a large size with good leek flavor. We had a 95% survival rate out of the bunch of leeks that we received. Very pleased with them. Always good to read reviews, guys. This will be our 3rd year planting Dixondale leeks in Oklahoma. They're easy to grow and delicious. Small ones got thrown on and grow, while the larger ones got turned into soup. We use alfalfa to mound around them up as they grow to maximize the white base. It keeps them upright and clean. Good tip right there. Look at that. Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff.
I might grow some shallots and see how that works out for me instead of onions and see. We'll see.
Happy Max is mild, sort of like garlic chive.
Who's doing pow? Pow! That doesn't really work out very well. Pow!
Feel like, yeah. Boom!
Boom! Shake, shake, boom, boom, shake, shake the room. Oh, Mike!
Mike got rhythm. Mike got the rhythm.
Riverdale's like, sorry, boom. It's all good.
So back when I was in college, I went to a New Jersey Netscape basketball game. Remember Kid and Play?
Yes.
We got invited to a party with Kid and Play.
No.
And it was in Newark. At that time, you do not want to go into Newark.
I was in New York one time.
You don't want to go to Newark. Car capital of the world where it gets stolen. Car thief of the world. It's a car. I mean, you don't want to go to Newark. And my friend and Danny and I are looking like, this sounds cool, but I'm not ready for this adventure yet. It just didn't sound like we should be there. That's all. We felt kind of out of place.
At the time, my friend thought it would be great. She just wanted to go to New York City. So we took a Greyhound bus to New York City instead of flying because it was cheaper. And our first stop was in Newark. Newark.
So shallots are like a mild red onion. I planted some that I bought at a small homestead in Colts Neck. Oh, you got to see the town of Colts Neck. Colts Neck is where Bruce Springsteen lives right now, actually.
No.
And I also Mike the Situation, the guy from Jersey Shore. I mean, I dropped off his neighbor. And,
oh yeah.
And she was telling me all stories about him. It was pretty funny.
Were they good or bad?
No, pretty good actually.
It seems like now he's a decent person. Like before, he was just like wild. But I think everybody is when they're younger. They were just young.
He used to get his hair cut right down the road from my house too, which is pretty fun. Like, why would you come all the way to Jackson and get a haircut? I don't know. It's funny when you meet people that are in a world of whatever. They're celebrities. I don't know. I've been around through a lot of coaches, and I never. I remember I was next to a Syracuse head coach, and this beer came out. Oh my God, it was terrible. But I had to get it because it was the end thing you do. And I'm sitting in Wildwood. It was Wildwood, New Jersey, because it was at a coach's clinic. I'm sitting there. He's sitting there. And he goes, "Oh, come over here, young fella." Grabbed the beer. And it was a 12-pack. And we just kept on freaking drinking the whole night, telling me stories and stuff like that.
Wow.
But the guy would be so intense. It was like he's telling a story, and you're like, yeah, tell me more. I'm like, now I know why you're a head coach. I think it was Pasqualoni. I forgot. The guy got it infected. His leg got infected.
Oh.
And his skin started getting deteriorated. It was one of those things. I think his name was Mike Connolly, if I remember. And the guy goes, yeah, the skin was getting infected. It was disgusting. And he's telling me this, and he's getting doctors. They were talking about getting his leg amputated. And all of a sudden, he wanted to play, and blah, blah, blah. Just give me steroids. Put it back together. Sew it up. They were like, no. But the guy was like so into the conversation. And I'm like, dude, I was like, do you really get this intense with every conversation? So I wanted to ask him. And I'm just drinking another beer. And I was like, oh my God. So Rocky Sorrel makes me sad, Wickershire. We have heavy clay, not very rocky. Yeah, when you got our soil in Jersey, we're very lucky because we have great soil for tomatoes and peppers and stuff. The only thing Oh, you know what? That's what I wanted to talk about John Rulak from. So they have nitrogen fixing trees, and so to improve the soil, they plant these trees, and it fixes nitrogen in the ground. It helps the soil out and things like that. And they start growing a whole bunch of variety of pineapple and a whole bunch of other things in there, turmeric, and it's the way to grow where it's really, really, really hot, and it just all coincides with everything. And Guatemala is the other place, Guatemala and East Africa. Man, I hope he comes on soon, and I hope he's okay, and hopefully it's just a time change that we kind of screwed up on.
Mm-hmm.
And bummer. Oh, sinkhole. Let me show you. Just give me a second. Quirky, give me a second for a second. I want to show you. See if I can show this.
Guys, I have so many things I want to grow. I bought so much like seeds and stuff to put in my food forest this year, like medicinal herbs, and it's gonna be crazy this year. Crazy. I also want to get Russian. There goes my brain again. Comfrey. I want to get that Russian comfrey really bad. I want to plant it. I want to get the more developed plants so I can plant them out there in the food forest under the trees. Yeah.
So I want to show Devil Sinkhole, but I'm not going to put any voice to it because I don't want to get copyrighted. So, because we don't have clearance for that, and we don't know the person. So, got to be careful. If it was Garden State Gardener, I would show it. Okay. Could you see that, Corky, or no?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a sinkhole.
It's a sinkhole?
Devil's Sinkhole in Texas.
Huh. Interesting. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. So these are all the bats, guys. All the bats go there.
Check out that bat guano.
Give me some bat guano out of there. I want that bat guano.
I would really like to make some bowls out of that.
And Billy was there, he'll sniff it.
What is wrong with you, Billy?
And thank you so much for showing that to us. Devil Sinkhole. It's a visitor center.
Oh, I want that truck. What?
Boom.
Boom.
Let me move ahead a little bit. Whoop. Whoa, there we go.
Is that a bat? Oh, not a real one.
Batman.
I have, when we're done with this, I have a funny story about bats. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Make sure you wear a hat, ladies. You don't want to get a bat in your hair. That'd be horrible. Oh,
especially
my.
if they get stuck in there. Can't imagine if they get stuck in your own hair. Oh,
horrible. Look at that.
Wow. Don't mess with Mother Nature.
Look at, and their bats are so good for the environment.
Mm-hmm.
They eat mosquitoes and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I guess no mosquitoes down there. So you deal with a couple bats once in a while.
I want bat boxes really bad. I told my husband I want to have some bat boxes along the property so I can encourage them to stick around and start eating bugs. Because we kind of live in a swampy area where mosquitoes are horrible. So I love to do fun, risky things. Okay. Like when we met the Cosmics, we went in that cemetery at night and then we saw those weird, creepy things in the woods and we ran away. So we do stuff like that all the time. So I went to, where was it? Moundsville State Penitentiary in West Virginia on a ghost hunting trip. And it was an all-nighter. Okay. So we're in this penitentiary all night long. And it's like 100 degrees in there because there's no air conditioning. And it's like freaking hot, whatever. So we were walking around and stuff. And I had a flashlight. Well, I'm just walking with the I can see. It's fine. So I didn't have any use, but my flashlight was on. And I'm just walking like, and my flashlight's just going like this. Before I know it, bats are flying at my head.
Oh.
I was like, Dustin's like, put down that flashlight. The bats are flying at my head. It was a scary moment for me. It really was.
Yeah, those bats don't eat mosquitoes. Not enough food. Gnats hang out over our heads. Bats fly to get them, not your hair. Not in your hair. Well, maybe you have one with a bad
hair, Mike. They could.
Yeah, what happens if they have like one that has bad eyes? Like one could be named Joe or something.
Oh, you gotta be careful if they're in your house because they'll develop like a colony and then they'll never leave.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Those bats are Mexican-free tail bats. They're currently in Mexico.
That's cool. I think bats are super cool.
I got to get a bat house. Actually, Julie's mom bought me a bat house 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh,
I gotta
really?
find it. I gotta find it. I gotta phone it.
I have a scary story about a bat. Do you want to hear a scary story?
Yeah.
Okay, so my husband's friend and his wife at the time, she was pregnant. They had just moved in. I think they were living in an apartment, and they live in Pennsylvania. And so they had just moved in and everything. And one night he wakes up, or one morning or something, he wakes up and he discovers a dead bat in the bathroom. Right?
Ooh.
And he's like, man, that's weird, So he picks it up and puts it in a box. And he takes it to the health department so they can do some tests on it just to see, because it's kind of weird that it's dead and whatever. So it came back that the bat had rabies.
Whoa.
Yeah. And apparently bats have such a small mouth that they could bite you and you don't even know it. And since it was in their apartment, they had to get rabies shots.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's scary as crap. That is really scary.
Very, very scary story.
So, guys, for staying with us, we're going to give a couple seed packets away. I'm not sure what they're going to be. We're going to get a surprise in the mail. We're going to give away, we'll name 6. We'll do 6 of them for today. On Thursday, 7 o'clock on Grow Big TV. We'll have talk about onions. A lot of onions.
Yay!
And we'll have a Don't You Know segment and nutritional segment with that too from Dr. Paula Ruffin and Juliana, which is Juby. Hopefully that all comes together. And let me just give me a second because I wasn't expecting to do this today.
I like fuzzy bats. Anything that's fuzzy. I'm all about, if they're fuzzy, it's cute. Yes, I'm excited for the onion talk too. Yay!
So do a little giveaway. Why not? Why not? You guys stuck with us for the whole
thanks
night.
for sticking around, guys. I'm sorry John didn't show up.
All right, so let me go to the screen, giveaway tool. We're going to put hashtag Boom. Hashtag boom.
Hashtag boom.
And these seeds will go out tomorrow morning. So I need your address, guys. I still got to go Valentine's Day shopping like right after this live. There we go. Entries are starting to come on in.
Ooh.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be getting a text at 11 o'clock. Joe, where are you? If it is, I'm sorry, guys. It's all my fault. I should have triple confirmed it.
That's okay.
Sooner or later, this was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, we're not holding these people to do this. So when we do interviews, it's always a risk that we take.
Yep. And some of the interviews we have they're really special. This was a special interview tonight.
Yeah.
They just didn't come together. That's all. And I'm pretty confident it was a time issue. As in, he thought it was Los Angeles time.
Yeah, because it would have been 4 o'clock there.
And that's when he usually works. And the guy's a hard-working man. Okay, first winner. This will be Baker's Creek something. But I need your email right away, guys. Please do not hesitate. Right. So it's gardenstategarden@yahoo.com. And thank you, Jane. I seen you were in the beginning. I don't know if you're still here because I haven't seen the chat. But thank you, Jane, for modding. We appreciate that. Okay, here we go. First winner. Garden State so-and-so.
Congratulations. You're a winner.
So a whole bunch of packets went in the mail today. Just to let you guys know. A lot of mailing went. So if you won stuff like last week, you're getting it next 2 days. Including your Corky. I got a surprise package for you.
A surprise package?
A surprise package.
I'm curious now.
Becoming a Green Stalker.
Woo! Girl winner! Yay! Congratulations!
Next winner. Built on a Rock Homestead.
Congratulations!
Next winner. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be now? Jersey Twister.
Jersey Twister! Woo!
So actually, you're going to get a Baker's Creek and a Burpee. Burpee. Shawnee Shave.
Boom.
And the last one. Good luck to all the winners. Shanny 2003.
Woo!
So I know you guys everybody here has won before, but please message me your address again because, well, I don't want to look for it. Time is limited. So it's just easier. Look off the email, write down an address, and boom. So congratulations to all the winners, and thank you guys for sticking with us for the night. That was pretty awesome. And yeah, a lot of good stuff's happening to the program. So it's overwhelming a little bit because some of the guests come on. You're hoping and hoping they come on. you're like, please come. Because you have such a great guest, and it's like, at first you can't believe they're coming on your show. But at the same time, we're building up a great reputation in the world, actually. Like, hey, go on that show. That's a really good time. It's really, it's the place where I want to do an interview. And we're reaching a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's what the world, that's what's going on with our channel right now. And that's just pretty awesome. So when somebody doesn't show, it's like you kind of totally get exhausted. I'm exhausted.
And a lot of work goes into this too. You know, there's videos and lives, and it's a lot of work.
And we are trying to put a story this whole thing is a whole story. And if you ever notice, everything's starting out with the soil, the climate, some things that we agree with, some things that you don't agree with. That is good because, again, you got to have ears to listen.
Yeah.
So, okay, guys, listen, we're going to go. We'll have a video we're going to have those registration videos. Become a member. It really helps us out in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it does. It helps with postage and giveaway stuff, and not to mention all the cool stuff that you can get from being a member. So it really helps us give to you.
It's I'm in a pressured world. I got to pay my mortgage, and living in New Jersey, as Jersey Twister would say, it's expensive. There's a reason why I work 2-3 jobs. This is another job to me. And, so look at it in a different light. Some people do giveaways or people have channels, and Corky and I are totally different in what we do. But for me, this is my job. And if it doesn't grow well, my significant other is going to go, Joey, you need to get a job somewhere else. So, and right now we are on a great path for success.
Yeah.
And
we are gaining a lot of subscribers, and we have amazing guests. So,
and I truly believe if you believe in yourself, invest in yourself. And I truly believe in everything with what Corky does. I'm investing in my partner. We're investing together. So just what we are. We believe in each other. We believe what we do. So that's all. So, okay, guys, I appreciate that. How about oh, look at that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and the stamps really help out a lot. Believe me, when their stamps don't come free, seats don't come free, things don't come free. And as it's the Marshmallow Man says, boom!
Oh. Thank you guys, seriously, so much. It helps us out tremendously. Yeah. Hopefully, we will get more members too, and really start taking that off, because I really want to start doing monthly lives with the members and in chats. And
yeah, besides those things with seeds or the 24/7 hotline, there's a lot of other things we want to add, but we can't really add in it until there's some kind of the supply and demand, right? So
yeah,
it's just like any kind of business. All right, enough of that. Nobody wants to keep on hearing about that. But you guys have a happy Valentine's Day. If you're by yourself, enjoy your day too. It's all good.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Treat yourself something good.
Mm-hmm.
Do something for yourself. I get that told all the time. Joe, do something for yourself. Because when I think about doing stuff for myself, I think about doing something for somebody else. It's my number one problem is, Joe, do something for yourself. I am. No, you're not. I don't know what that is. It's just never been in me. So, and as Rebel Canner says, Good night, everyone.
Have a good night, guys.